Hello and welcome to the dressing gown sessions on Wednesday the 17th of March. I want to do a song for you today by Roger Taylor, the drummer from Queen, who has actually released more solo albums than both Freddie Mercury and Brian May put together. And this is one of my favourites of his. It's called Dear Mr. Murdoch. Dear Mr. Murdoch, what have you done with your news of the screws and your sorroway son? You sharpened our hatred, you blunted our minds. We're drowning in nipples and bingo and sex crimes. How many times must they poke and they pry? Must they twist and lie? Just to add to the crimes, they even screwed up the times. Love to kick their ass goodbye. Oh, wouldn't I? Dear Mr. Murdoch, you play hard to see, but with your bare-ass cheek, you should be on page 3. Dear Mr. Murdoch, you're really the pits. Bad news is good business, you're the king of the tits. They stain all they touch, they're real woman haters, but we're on the trail. They go straight to the lowest common denominators. How could they fail? Go straight to jail, no bail. Dear Mr. Murdoch, you're a powerful man. You control half our media, whose values don't scan. Dear Mr. Murdoch, not so amused. Just line up the people whose lives they've abused. Dear Mr. Murdoch, what do you know? With your minions like vultures and carrion crows, you sunk just as low as humans can sink. And for profit, you tell us how mass murderers think. Dear Mr. Murdoch, come down from on high. You bought up the airways, you control all our sky. Dear Mr. Murdoch, you're a dangerous chap. With your jingoist lingo, we're drowning in crap. Dear Mr. Murdoch, where are you coming from? It's getting so hard to tell if you Yankers or Pom. Dear Mr. Murdoch, you're really the pits. Bad news is good business, you're the king of the tits. Dear Mr. Murdoch, you do it with zing. At lowering the standards, you're really the king. Dear Mr. Murdoch, what have you done? You're not quite as nice as Attila the Hun. Dear Mr. Murdoch, 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 Murdoch.